Aloha, Rich Halverson here, and today I'm going to show you Lab 2.12, driving costs. So let me share my screen. All right, here we are. Now in this video, in this lab, we are supposed to write a program that will ask you for. We're supposed to write a program that figures out how much it costs in gas to drive a certain distance in your car. Specifically, how much it costs to drive 20 miles and how much it costs to drive 75 miles and how much it costs to drive 500 miles. We're supposed to output those, and the input is what is the miles per gallon, like 20 miles per gallon, and what is the cost for gas, a long time ago, I guess. Like for example, $3.15 a gallon or $4.15 a gallon, or whatever. Anyway, so that's that. And so with those input, you should output these three numbers. The first one is how much it costs in gas to drive 20 miles. And then this is when it would be how much it costs in gas to drive 75 miles. And this one would be how much it would cost in gas to drive 500 miles. Anyway, it's $79. Okay, so let's write the program. Okay, so first of all, we are gonna ask the user for the miles per gallon. Okay, so I'm gonna call it miles. Here's miles per gallon equals ask the user. Okay, and I'm gonna make a floating point number out of that. So so around the input, I'm gonna put float. There we go. Now when that input comes in, it gets converted to a floating point number. It gets stored in this variable as an object. And then the next thing we're gonna input is this dollars per gallon, looks like. So I'm gonna say dollars per gallon, and that's going to equal some input, but I want this to be a float also, so I got to do float. Got to check my video. Okay, and okay, so we got miles per gallon, and we got dollars per gallon. And we want, we are given miles. We are presented with some miles and some number of miles, and we want to give back dollars. So we want to, I have my little drawing finger here. So let's do this. We have 20 miles per gallon, and we have let me just open this up here. We have 20 miles per gallon, and we have 3.1599 whatever dollars per gallon. And if we had and we have like 20 miles, and we want to multiply that by something that is dollars per mile. We want to multiply it by a number that's dollars per mile, so that way the miles will cancel and we end up with something dollars, just the dollars. And so how do we get a dollars per mile out of this and this? Well, the top one has got to be dollars, so this got to be on the top here. So we're going to put 3.159, if that's the real number, dollars per gallon. And we want to multiply it by something that's gallons, because we want to cross off the G. So we want to multiply it by a gallons per mile. We want to multiply it by that. So that way the G's cancel and we end up with dollars per mile. Well, we don't have a gallons per mile. We have a miles per gallon. We have a miles per gallon. We want a gallons per mile. So it turns out that this is equal to 1/20 gallons per mile. Now, this is the gallons per mile that we end up dividing by, we can multiply by, let me just erase this. We multiply by, oh, this is how you erase this. Times 1/20 times 1/20 gallons per mile. And then the gallons cancel, and we end up with whatever 3.1599/20 dollars per mile. So once we have this number, then we just multiply that by 20, and we get the 20 miles times 20 miles. We get the dollars for 20 miles. Multiply it by 75, we get the dollars for 75 miles, and we multiply it by 500, and we get the dollars for 500 miles. So basically, we are taking what we're doing is we're taking the cost of the gas divided by the mileage. That is our dollars per mile that we want. That's the thing we want to multiply by the miles. So that means what we have is so we're going to have so we want to compute a dollars per gallon, right? Yeah, gallon. No, dollars per mile. Dollars per mile. Yeah, that's what we want. Dollars per mile equals what did I say? The dollars per gallon times 1/dollars miles per gallon. Okay, now we want to do right. It doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we put parentheses around this or not, because it's going to end up being the same thing because of commutative or the commutative principle or whatever it is. Don't remember that. But so this times that, and then divides by miles. And so this is the dollars per mile. So now all we got to do is say I don't know, miles 20, because I can't do 20 miles. So I'll do miles 20 equals 20 times dollars per mile, and miles, what's it, 75 equals 75 times dollars per mile. Hope this is right. I haven't looked at my notes. Mile and miles, I'm going to call it, let's see, miles 500. That's it, right? 500. Yeah, here. Equals 500 times dollars. Come on. OLLARS per mile. Alrighty. And then they want me to print it out this way. So I'm just going to do this. Copy, paste, and it's not your value 1, your value 2, your value 3. It is miles 20, which I will put right there, and miles 75, which I will put right there, and miles 500 that I will put right there. And now let's run this. I'm just going to run it with these numbers here. Okay, yeah, print, like, okay, I'm just going to put them here, paste, so that's what the numbers are, and I'm going to run this dude. What happened? Oh, 316. 316, 1185. Yeah, looks good. So I would, if we're, I don't know what the price of gas is. I'm sorry, I drive an electric vehicle. I do know the price of electricity is like 39 cents a kilowatt hour, though. But in Hawaii, of course, it'd be much bigger. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take a chance here. I'm gonna submit this and see if I actually get on points. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have shown that to you. Well, anyway, so that is lab 2.12. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.